Hello Gemini, this is a timeless reading for you. I'm using my own tarot cards, my duality black and white tarot deck. And in the first spread, it looks so good. In the second, in the first row, it looks quite good. And then there is something weird coming up in the second row. I feel like in the first row, there is so much motivation, inspiration, creativity. There's this tiny spark that is already quite fierce, but it's like, if you blow some hot air into this fire, like it can get bigger. Like there is some kind of, I don't know, it feels so intense. Like there is just this heavy or strong initiation into something. Like you are saying yes to something. We have this yes card, and I'm taking it very literal here. Like you're agreeing to something, not necessarily that is coming to you on the outside. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be a thought, like a very inspiring thought that you're having. And when it comes up, you're like, yes, I'm going to do this. Like it feels so good. It feels so strong. And it feels profound. It's not something that that feels like thin air or just like a fluctual thought. It feels like it is something that is coming out of your inner depth. And next to this yes card, we have efficiency, and then we have fire, and that's what I mean. It's such an explosive, such a strong energy, all of these three cards together. Like you could be something that you have already worked on and maybe took a break from, that you're getting back to this and see some fast results and have some new ideas how to continue with this. Or it could be an entirely new idea. It could also be that for some of you, like not only in your job or in your personal life regarding your hobbies, it could even be that you are like on all levels in all areas of your life at once becoming very active. Like the octopus lady in this image that I drew, like she's playing the guitar, she's painting, she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's watering the plants, she's, I don't know, with a calculator or whatever she does. Maybe she's figuring out some kind of financial plan, doing her taxes, she's writing, she's making notes. Like she is creative, she is efficient, but she does everything, like what we consider as our earthly responsibilities, like all this kind of paperwork, cleaning, cooking, but yet also the hobby part. Like she's also working out, I forgot that. Like she's doing everything in all fields, in all areas of her life, and there is so much fire, so much inspiration in that. But yet we are moving into the second row. We have black magic, projection, and imagination, and this gives me a little bit, a kind of, not bitter, but there is some negative touch to it. I had this in another Gemini reading. I don't know how many weeks this one was ago. There was something also about Gemini being very active, very happy in their activities, very motivated, but yet there was something that you seem to bypass or just ignore something. And this is not to blame anyone. Like sometimes we do that. We are very busy and we are having a lot of fun, but in the background there is something that we're not aware of, and it could even be just someone around you who is having a lot of negative thoughts towards you, and you might not be aware that this person is wishing something bad onto you. You might even support them. Sometimes, or if it's not a person, maybe there's some kind of situation that if you keep on ignoring it, it could one day, unfold into something negative. Like, how did I call this older reading? busy, busy Gemini, but aren't you forgetting something? I think that was the title of this reading, and this reminds me of this one. There was something that was just like some kind of blind spot in your mind. And for some of you, it could literally be a person around you who is, even if they can't manage to really cause you harm or ruin something for you because it seems to be good for you, it is still important, I think, for us to know if there is someone who has bad intentions or bad wishes towards us, that we maybe do not include them into our innermost friend cycle or wherever this person is, that we are aware that this person is holding a grudge against us. And I feel like this is not someone who you had any fights with. You know, sometimes people act very nice and kind in front of us, but they secretly resent us, envy us, and they are not showing it. And if this is some kind of situation, not a person, I don't feel like it is your responsibility, and it ultimately doesn't have to do with your doing or thinking. It is something on the outside, but around you, that I feel like you just have to get rid of it. Like, even if it doesn't really harm you, no one who wishes something bad on you should, be in your close environment and you even supporting them in some way. With this is what I'm getting from this curse and black magic card. Like, I'm not saying this person is literally cursing you or, I don't know, performing some weird rituals. I mean, for just a few of you, this could even be, but for most of you, I'm not getting that. It's just someone who's having a lot of negative thoughts towards you. And this projection card, I don't know why, but right now, I don't want to see it as literally projecting onto each other. It's more like, I feel like someone around you could be projecting something that they lack in life. They envy that you have that, or they feel that they lack that. I mean, I have even known people who earned like 4 times more than I did, and they were still envious of what I was doing in my profession, in my real profession, not my online tarot reading or something like that, but in real life. And I never understood why this person is envious, because they, in a material sense, they had much more than I had. So, sometimes people, we don't understand why they think the way they think. And I mean, for you, this could be an entirely different situation. I mean, it could be that you're having more than this person, or you're having a kind of relationship that this person wants and they don't have it, and they pretend it's fine with them, but it's ultimately not, and they just wish that, I don't know what they wish, but it doesn't seem to be anything good. And this is what I'm getting from those 2 cards. We have then here this imagination card, and I think this is your energy. Like, you might imagine, or, let us put those 2 together, imagination and projection. Like, you are imagining and projecting something positive into a situation or person that actually isn't really there. There's often the saying that everyone is always projecting, which I find not true. Many people are projecting, but not everyone. And if people are projecting, then there's also this common spiritual teaching that people only project their negative stuff into other people, which I also find utterly not true. Sometimes people also project their good qualities into others and think, because that's the way that they perceive things and that's how their heart is, that's the quality of their own heart, they project that into someone else, and they don't understand why, how some people are capable of doing certain things, then they project their own goodness into someone. I don't know why no one ever talks about that. Like, don't let me get into this. I don't want to spoil your reading here with these spiritual topics. That's just a thought that occurred in my mind. Maybe someone of you needs to hear that or is already thinking about these things as well. So, nonetheless, whatever you're doing here, it seems to work for you. I'm not saying that this is some kind of mistake, that you are keeping yourself busy with these things while you can still stay busy with whatever you're doing. You are having fun. It's something profound for you. You keep doing that, yet be aware that there might be something in the background that is not, as far as I can feel, it is not an utter threat to you or your life or your work, but there's something I feel like the cards are telling me that you should become aware of, so that you can, maybe remove yourself, distance yourself from a situation or person, because, when someone is like extremely envious and resenting you, even if they don't literally harm you, I don't think we have to keep very close relationships to someone like that. The bottom of the deck, we have imitation, and I feel like I want to include that bottom of the deck here as well. It could even be that someone is trying to imitate you, and it's very unfortunate that even adults are doing that, copying others, imitating others. If children do that, or teenagers, I think to a certain extent it's normal. But if someone in their adult life still hasn't found their own authenticity or way of doing things, it's not very mature. Then we have abundance and relief. I feel like whatever you're doing here, not only the results of what you're doing will give you this abundant feeling, but already while you are doing it without even expecting certain results, it already makes you feel very fulfilled and abundant. And with this relief card, it could just be that after you realize something, about this little blind spot that you might, or some of you might have here, that you might find or feel that's a kind of relief that you realize that, and now you can focus even more on these good things that you're doing here. And now it's gonna get loud. I recently found those in one of those €1 or $1 shop, or whatever currency you have. In my country it's euro. So I'm gonna pull some letters and numbers. And we have an HIME. Then we have 2 2s, 4 5 3. Those are really small. We have a 6 or 9, however you want to take it. And another I. So 2 2 3 4 5 6 or 9. Hive. That's the only word that I can see right here immediately. Maybe because you're busy like a bee. Then we have... Is there another word or a name? I'm seeing a German word, which is Heim. In English, that means home. I'm not seeing anything else. I'm looking for a kind of name. No, I can't figure anything out. Maybe those are some initials, someone you know. Maybe you can figure out any kind of word or name that I'm not seeing here. So you take it as it resonates for you. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.